done a lot of work on upgrade over the years. We developed back in 2012-13. We've done a lot of work on different sources of ore, and we want now to, at bench scale that is, to do it in a continuous basis in the pole and demonstrate to ourselves it works, demonstrate to investors.
So hello and welcome to the Assay. Today I am happy to be joined by Murray Hill, MD and CEO of EL8 Uranium. So Murray, thanks for joining me here today at 121 New York.
Good morning, Amy. Nice day. I was walking in the rain this morning. Is it summer in New York? Look, I've got a comment about the tie. I've been told I need to wear the yellow tie. It distinguishes me from everybody else with my uranium coloured tie on. Otherwise I would have changed my tie today.
Well, I mean, it's always great to be able to promote a few uranium companies. So
yes.
So just to kind of kick things off, for those in our audience who are a bit less familiar, can you just share a bit of backstory to EL8 Uranium?
So EL8 Uranium, an ASX listed company, only focused on uranium, no other commodity. And we've developed the upgrade process, which is our sort of trademark upgrade that is proprietary, patented. And the focus of the company is completing a pilot plant on that upgrade process this year, on the Copies project and potentially others. So that's just to prove upgrade, and then we'll move into a study after that. So the focus is on that, but we're still doing exploration. We've made 4 discoveries in a period of 4 years from 2019. So we want to follow that up as well. So really adding to our resource base as well as the upgrade process.
Okay, perfect. And I want to get into the upgrade demonstration plant in a little bit, but you've had a lot of news coming out of the company lately. Can you catch us up on some of the kind of key highlights?
Yeah, so Namib IV is the first one released last week. That's part of the Copies project. We've defined a mineralised envelope of 11 kilometres by 7.5 kilometres, which is a large area. What we intend to do is zone in on certain areas and do a maiden resource update this year. But the problem is we keep drilling and keep expanding the envelope, so that resource drilling could be delayed whilst we're determining how big this envelope is. So that's the first in the news, and all near surface mineralisation. So we're talking like Copies is 50% within 7 metres of surface. Namib IV is not going to be too far away from that. And the bottom of Copies is 10 kilometres from the top of Namib IV. So really close proximity. So it really is part of that project. The next one, Marenica, we released this morning. Call it that. The 12-hour time zone difference has got me. But and that's one of the geos went out site, had a look around, and sort of identified an area we wanted to drill. Drilled it. We hit 13 metres of mineralisation from 8 metres from surface. And that hole, I think we drilled down about 60 metres, but down to the sort of bottom of the top of the marble, where we saw something different, we saw about 24 metres of aggregate mineralisation. So quite an exciting hit. We need to now step back from drilling on that, go and have a look at it geologically, understand it better, and then work out how we're going to progress that forward. So just give the geos some think time, look at historical holes, drilled, but not in that area, and just how they relate to pathology, mineralisation, and so forth.
Okay, perfect. Well, we'll definitely have to catch up again in the not too distant future. But so last time we caught up, EL8 was starting work on the design and construction of the upgrade demonstration plant. So, how is this progressing? Can you share some details there?
Yeah, progressing well. We expect to finish construction later this month, and then we'll organise to have the containers, 5 containers, transported or freighted to Namibia, and have that set up in Namibia. So we're just getting ourselves sorted out at the Namibian end to receive it, and then we'll sort of get it set up and commission it and then start operating. So we'll operate it later on this year with a view to sort of trying to complete the runs on the pilot plant this year.
Okay. And so what's the overall aim with the demonstration plant?
So it's to prove the process, to demonstrate the process, or proof of concept basically. We've done a lot of work on upgrade over the years. We developed it back in 2012-13. We've done a lot of work on different sources of ore, and we want now to, at bench scale that is, want to do it in a continuous basis in a pilot plant, demonstrate to ourselves it works, and demonstrate to investors.
And so are there kind of technical studies that will go along with this?
Yeah, we need to. So the demonstration of the plant, it works, upgrade works, and then the other aspect is we've been talking about the reduction in cost, both capital and operating, for many years. So the study is going to confirm what the cost structure is.
Yeah. You've been doing some exploration work as well in Namibia. So do you want to share a few kind of additional updates? You've already kind of shared some recent news, but is there other kind of exploration work happening at the moment?
Well, we're down to one rig at the moment. We're doing a lot more geology. We've really got the low-hanging fruit. The low-hanging fruit for us was paleo channels, which are identified by airborne EM or ground-based EM, electromagnetics. And now our weathered basement we're chasing is a lot harder to identify. So the geos need to do a lot more work. So they're doing work on that to understand how it all fits together. We've learned a lot from the copies where we've got a lot of mineralisation in weathered basement. That's being applied to Namib IV, where we're seeing a huge envelope of mineralisation. And we're looking at applying it to other projects. And that led to the discovery of that big hole at Marenica. So they're doing a lot more geology. And then once they've sort of identified some targets, we'll go in and drill some of those. But mostly focused on Namib IV at the moment while they're doing geology in other areas.
Okay, perfect. And so are you still well funded to kind of move forward with this exploration work as well as with the demonstration plant?
Yeah, I'm smiling because we are well funded. It's nice to be in that position. Yeah, we have enough funding to, we went to investors last year and said we want money to build a pilot plant and operate it. I don't want to go back to it until we've done that. So we're making sure that we've got enough, just in case there's a hiccup along the way. We've scaled back our exploration to make sure. But yeah, we're certainly well funded through, through the pilot plant into next year.
Okay, perfect. And then just to wrap it up, can you share any near-term milestones, any kind of upcoming news that we should be on the lookout for? Yeah,
well, obviously Namib IV drilling, we'll share that as we go. Any outcomes from the Marenica work, we'll go and drill that. And we're doing a complete review of Marenica, so we'll see what that comes back with. And also the pilot plant. So when we finish construction and start freighting, we'll let people know that that's happening. And then moving into the operation of it. So yeah, there's a bit of news coming out.
Perfect. Well, we'll definitely catch up with you again soon on it.
Yes.
But either way, thanks for joining us here in New York and with the Assay.
Thank you.